right, Shalom, Shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakah HaKodash, double honors to the apostles and the elders, great millstone. Shalom, Shalom to the hopeful elect, man. You know, it's an impromptu video. I think I'll probably attach some scriptures in the, what's it called? You know, just like on the video, you know what I'm saying? I'll attach it, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna title this video, "We Don't Have Time for That Romance Spirit." Okay, we don't have time for that. And you know, I'm speaking to you brothers out there that got women, right? You know, you're in a relationship with a woman, and that's cool, ain't nothing wrong with that, you know what I'm saying? You know, like it says in the book of Genesis, okay, the Lord has made these women as a helpmeet for us, you know. There's nothing wrong with a man and a woman coming together. In fact, that's what the Lord delights in. It tells you that in the scriptures, that the Lord delights in a husband and a wife that, you know, can agree, right? You know, the issue is that we're in captivity. We're in Babylon, okay? And we're in the final stretch of this thing, right? And, you know what I'm saying? You know, we need full concentration on the mission at head, on the mission ahead, okay? And, you know, it might have been different when we were sovereign as a nation, you know what I'm saying? When a man had, you know, his own resources, had his own farm, had his own house that he built with his bare hands, right? Didn't have to pay taxes on, you know, property tax, didn't have to go work for a corporation. A man was self-sufficient and could take care of his wife, right? You know, and it makes sense that that's kind of why, you know, back in the day when Jake had that, you know, Jake was a little bit more on the romance side. But we're in the full thick of the war right now, man, and it's getting ready to turn up to level 10, okay? And right now, okay, you got to be very careful with that romance spirit for you brothers that's you know, dealing with women, okay? You know, I'm not telling brothers don't deal with women. You know, I don't have the authority to tell a man not to be dealing with no woman, right? But you know, I'm just giving my counsel through the Holy Spirit of how you should deal with women, just like kind of like how Paul did, right? You know what I'm saying? The romance spirit, okay? You know, you got to be careful of that, man, because you know, it can blind you from what's important, man. All right, I've seen many men in this truth, even men that I've known personally, fall out chasing a woman, okay? And it's just the honest truth, you know? And, you know, that's what happens when you're always in that romance spirit, okay? You're always trying to please the woman, you know what I'm saying? You know, ain't nothing wrong with going out on a date with a woman, but, you know, that's all you want to do. You just want to hurry up and get back home and lay down and, you know, cuddle up with your woman all the goddamn time, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not in the time for that, bro. Okay? We don't know what's getting ready to happen in the next couple months, man. And, all right, things is going to get real sticky and real tricky very soon, man. And that woman that a lot of you brothers is with, I'm gonna be honest, a lot of you brothers ain't going to the kingdom with that woman, man. All right? And you know, that's just the honest to God truth. A lot of you brothers that got women right now, you got that woman right now, a lot of y'all ain't going to the kingdom with that woman. Some brothers will. Yeah, some brothers will. Some brothers got women right now in the spirit that's gonna go with them all the way. But I'm willing to bet that most of you brothers that got women she ain't going. A lot of y'all, a lot of them ain't going to the kingdom, man. Right? So you got to kind of look at this world as like you're passing through. Okay, you deal with the woman, you have your relations, right? The scriptures talk about having due benevolence. You know, you don't be no goddamn asshole to your woman, right? Because she is a part of your flesh. You know what I'm saying? You don't dog her out, but okay. Don't get so caught up in that lovey-dovey shit to where you forget the mission, okay? Because women have a, you know, they have a way about them that can kind of make you comfortable, right? You just want to lay down all day and talk about nothing, talk about folly, and fantasize about what our future can be together. What would our kids look like? You know what I'm saying? When I go out, you know, and it's really pissing me off. And it's not like I'm hating or nothing like that. But when I'm out, you know, doing my business, man, I don't know if it's me, but I've never seen so many men on a date everywhere. Every man you see is on a date with a woman, right? And like I said, there's nothing wrong with going out on a date with a woman, but goddamn no. Every nigga is just holding hands on a date. You know, him and the bitch is sharing a milkshake. It's like that goddamn romance spirit every goddamn where. And when you look at these niggas that's in that romance spirit and you look in them niggas' eyes, it's almost like the nigga is not even there. He's just completely cultivated by that woman's, her beauty, her presence. It's all he can think about. And you could look in his eyes and tell all he thinking about is a future with her, and right? But here it is, we're in World War III, right? There's power outages happening all over the country now, right? Manufactured famines, right? The U.S. military, you know, has just merged with the IDF military. A military draft is getting ready to happen, right? You know, I speak as a man, but I propose by the end of this year, they're going to make an announcement and say, look, it's time for that draft. So you got all that going on, right? And you got every nigga out here on a fucking date, as if ain't nothing going on, as if it's not time for war, as if it's not time to prepare yourself, man. You see, that's what I mean by that romance spirit. Okay, that shit can blind you, all right, and have you thinking about, you know, growing old with a bitch in America, man. Okay, we didn't come into this truth to grow old with a woman, all right, and go back to the spirit world deeply in love with a woman. No, we were sent here to do a mission, man. Okay, we were sent here to serve Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Okay, that's our first love, man. All right, the woman comes second, third, fourth, fifth of that, man. All right, the woman is not the top priority in your life, man. Get that out your fucking head. Okay, she is not the top priority in your life, man. I know this world wants to paint it as you know, a man's purpose is to go to work, find a nice wife, settle down, have a family, and then you know, have family cookouts at the house, and invite the homies over for Sunday night football and spend the rest of your life with your wife. No, look, man, we ain't in them times, man. Okay, these people out here are asleep, man. All right, they sleep. These people are still trying to hold on to the last bits and pieces of America. Okay, and part of you know, them bits and pieces of America is that fucking romance spirit. Always want to be under a woman, man. Okay, you know, some of you brothers, man, you need to probably exercise. If you notice you got that romance spirit on you and you always want to be under a woman, some of you brothers probably need to start exercising being alone. Okay, because we in them times, you need to start learning how to get comfortable with being alone. All right, sleeping, you know, alone in the bed at night. You know, maybe even, you know, you're not even having sex, right? You ain't even had sex in a month or two, right? You could get that testosterone back in you, man. You could get back to what's important, okay? Because we don't have time for that shit, man, right? And Satan is using that spirit to sift niggas out the truth, man. All right, it's serious with that, man. Okay, like I said, ain't nothing wrong with having relations with your woman, man. But shit, man, you know, don't be going out on a date with no woman, man, and, you know, in the back of your mind, you thinking about a future with her. You know, you thinking 30 years, well, what if we did have kids? And I do want my son to go to Harvard, and maybe that could be a good life for us. It's funny, but it's true, man. It's funny, but it's true. It's dudes out here really falling for that shit, bro. You know what I mean? Really fell out the truth, all that. And said, nah, man, you know, F the brotherhood. I'm running off with the woman, man. Okay? That's because he was in that romance spirit. All right? He was in that I want to love you, baby, 90s R&B shit. Okay? So, you know, just be very careful of that, man. Okay? Be very careful of that, because that's pulling people out right now, man. All right? You know, you always want to be on an ice cream date. You want to wear matching outfits. That's corny ass shit, bro. A lot of this shit that be going on in this world is some punk ass weenie beta male shit too, man. All right? You got to deal with your woman like a man, man. Okay? Fuck all that shit. And matching outfits, babe. You doing a TikTok dance and shit, being goofy. Okay? We ain't in the times of that shit, bro. All right? Okay? We really coming into them times to where some of you brothers is going to have to break that ice with that woman that you with and tell her what the fuck is really going on, right? Tell her, look, this is what's getting ready to happen. All right? If you with me, you with me. But I'm letting you know that, hey, you know, it's getting ready to go down. You know what I mean? I need to know if you a soldier, right? You know? We'll do that romance shit in the kingdom, man. Because really, you're not even doing it for real here. Okay? You're not sovereign here. You can't get that woman everything she wants, right? That's why, you know, they got that saying where it says a woman is, you know, you can't satisfy a woman. Yeah, you can't satisfy her in Babylon. How you going to satisfy a woman in Babylon, man? You know what I mean? In the kingdom, that's when you can be in that romance spirit, man. Okay? That's when you could love your woman. If you want to, man, you could spend 2 months loving one woman. Just being in that romance spirit with one woman for 2 months in the kingdom, man. Give her everything she wants, fly to the moon and back, literally, right? Vacation, all that, bruh. But right now, we need to be focused, man. All right, we need to be like soldiers, okay, in the foxhole. All right, and the enemy is right up above, okay, getting ready to make their move. So we're being strategic with the move that we about to come with, okay? And that romance spirit can get in the way of that shit, man. All right? That shit can get in the way of that, man. You deal with these women accordingly, but just remember that, hey, you are in a war, man. All right? Hey, look, man, even if I'm on a date with a woman, this is just me. Even if I'm on a date with a woman, I'm still looking around. I'm still mindful of my surroundings. She don't know that I'm a Israelite. She don't know that, you know, what I'm involved in, but, you know, shit. I'm looking around. I'm watching the exits. I'm looking at, you know, sizing niggas up, seeing who could be a potential agent from Esau, right? Because I know that ain't nothing sweet. And Satan is not going to take a break because you're on a date with a woman, because you're in love with a woman, bro. Satan is not going to take a break, man. Okay? Satan is going to go 10 times harder because now he see a weakness in you, man. All right? So don't let that be a weakness, man. Don't let that be a weakness, because I'm telling you, Satan will exploit that and your ass will be out of this truth, okay? Trying to cuddle up with a bitch, watching Netflix, man. All right? You know? And then you're going to have to die with her. You and her is going to have to die, okay? So it ain't worth it, man. All right? We're going to get that in the kingdom, all right? And for you brothers that got women right now, all right, hey, enjoy the time you have with them. We don't know if these women that we got right now is gonna make it. We don't even know if we gonna make it, right? You know, let's be honest. We don't even know if we gonna make it. You know, we got a better chance than everybody else, but shit, man, hey, chances are still very slim with Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. So don't be looking at that woman that you with right now and fantasizing on a future. Baby, I really hope you could come with me. Oh, man. You know what I mean? You trying to hold on to her. You don't want to let her go. You know what I'm saying? But how you know that the Lord is even dealing with her? How you know that the Lord want her to jump up to the next level, man? Okay? You dealing with a woman right now, just enjoy the time that you got with her right now, man. Okay? Enjoy the time you got with her, man. And we'll see. We'll see how far she go. We'll see, you know, as the levels continue, because the level is, you know, it's about to switch gears in prophecy, man. It's getting ready to go from this life that we live, right? Somewhat comfortable, usual life, to pressure, nonstop, right? Pressure, persecution. It's getting ready to switch gears, man. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is getting ready to switch gears, man. All right? And a lot of them women that brothers is with, okay, is going to hit the road, because they, you know, they going to realize that they not cut out to be with a man of the Lord. So all that romance shit is vain. All right? All that shit is vain. Okay? Love your woman, hang out with your woman, do what you got to do, right? But just keep in the back of your mind, okay, that this world is over. All right? And I'm just kind of enjoying my time, and I'm just trying to get by. And if she can stick around, hey, call Halayim La Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. I got me one. But if not, hey, I got to keep going, man. That's how you got to look at it, all right? You can't be looking at it like this is everything to me, okay? Look at these niggas in the world, bro. Weak ass niggas. That's a big part of the reason why a lot of these niggas is weak, the way that they is. Beta male, cuck, faggot, bitch ass niggas, man. All right? You wonder how them niggas got like that, because all they do is just kiss a bitch ass, man. You know what I mean? Weak as hell. You know? Everywhere you go, you know? Some nigga, you know, it's a nigga and a woman sitting on a table. She's talking. No, he's talking, actually. You know, now it's like, you know, niggas is so, you know, they so enamored with the woman that, you know, they didn't switch roles. Now this nigga, he on the table talking her ear off, and she's sitting back listening like the masculine one. That's how much in love these niggas is, man. He's not even paying attention. It's supposed to be the other way around. It's supposed to, women are the talkers. You on a date, you let the woman talk, right? While you sit back and you observe the environment. Now it done switched. So these men ain't prepared for war. These men ain't prepared for shit, because they always got their head up that woman ass, man. Don't be like them niggas, man. Okay? So, Lord willing, this was an edifying video. I just wanted to make this in the spirit, man. You know what I mean? Because this is something that, you know, I just noticed in the world, man. It's like, God damn, every nigga is on a date. And it's like, what is that about? That's got to be like a spirit, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what I rationalize. Like, that's got to be like a spirit or a demon, you know, a demon that seems harmless on the surface, but, you know, it could lead to lack of awareness, you know? So just keep that in mind, man. Call Halayim La Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai once again, you know, and Lord willing, this was edifying. Shalom, shalom.